everybody, welcome to my channel. I am so super excited about this journey. This is Living Life Free with your girl Free. I wanted to do this video just to give you a little bit of insight on what my channel is going to be about, because I want you to want to be here, okay? So before I jump into that, if you were invited here or if you stumbled across my channel, please do me the favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you tap the bell as well, just so you're notified about when I post and upload new content. I don't want you to ever miss anything. So before we get into exactly what my channel is going to be about, which if you read my bio or if you looked at the channel banner, you would have already known what my channel is going to be about. But the reason why I wanted to create this channel and have you go on this journey with me is because I feel like my testimony was given to me to help others and not to keep to myself. So I am a survivor of bilateral COVID pneumonia. I literally almost died. God kept me because obviously there's a purpose. I have a purpose-driven life. So with that being said, I was admitted to the hospital for 6 days. I got out of the hospital on my birthday, the night of. So I celebrated my birthday in the hospital. Did come home that night, and once I got my appetite back, I continued to eat the things that I had been eating. And I couldn't understand why my healing process was taking so long. So, I end up back in the emergency room because my chest started to close up on me. Like I felt restriction in my breathing. And I had already had the appointment with my doctor. She had already cleared me of the oxygen. She cleared me of COVID. And she cleared me of a contagious pneumonia. Cleared up all these things. And she did say that it may show up in the x-rays, for a month or two to come. However, it wasn't supposed to be any, new symptoms like restrictive breathing all over again. So I ended up going to the emergency room, and when they couldn't find anything different except for the fact that my x-rays, my chest x-rays weren't clearing up how they were supposed to be clearing up, I started doing research. And what I found out and figured out is that it's the foods that we eat. Life is in the food, the good foods that we choose, and the bad foods, death is in those. So I was on a search for knowledge. So once they told me that my chest x-ray looked like I still had bilateral COVID pneumonia, although it wasn't active, I still was on a search to find out what I can do to have a healthier life, so that way my healing process could be better or different. So I did that, and I started to find information about herbs and, plants and, different things that naturally help us become healthier. That sparked something in me. That said to me that there's people that don't know this, and when you know better, you do better. But if you don't know, you're ignorant to the information that's out there because you haven't been exposed to it yet, right? So I was like, okay, I want to be a vehicle. I don't know if that's the purpose that God has for me. However, I feel like it's right. So I want to share that in other experiences in my life with other people. Okay? So what exactly is my channel going to be about? My channel is just going to incorporate living life on my terms. Yeah. Yep. Simple, right? Living life on my terms. That means cooking good food. Now, everything won't be plant-based and organic and 100% perfect because we are all human, right? Life is about balance. So with life being about balance, I have to balance that as well, okay? Exercise. 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 I know it's exercise, but I so want to say exercise. Anyway, working out, okay? Working out. I'm a Peloton owner, and I was so into my Peloton before I had gotten sick, and then I got sick, and here we are. Most of you know, or some of you may know, with COVID, it attacks the lungs. So the lungs is what you use to breathe. And the Peloton is extremely vigorous as far as like being out of breath and working out. So I haven't been able to get on my Peloton because I'm still allowing my lungs to heal. So I want to get back to that, and I want to take you guys on the journey with me. Floor exercise. There's that word again. Floor workouts. I want to bring y'all along on the journey with me. Now, I am in no means by far in any kind of good shape, okay? But that's why we here. This is, listen, I am me all day, every day. I don't know how to be nobody else, nor do I want to be anybody else. So you gonna get the real over here, okay? All the real, the roles, all the things, okay? So with that being said, floor workouts. There will be videos when I'm working out too. I will be giving healthcare tips. Now, again, I'm not an expert, but I'm talking about like based on the things that I learned along the way. I will be giving you guys tips on those things. Things that are working for me, things that I implement into my daily life. I want to make sure I'm not keeping that to myself because that could potentially help you as well, right? So we'll be doing some healthy tips on the channel. We'll also be doing a lot of cooking. I love to cook, y'all. And your girl gets down in the kitchen, okay? But I've been so used to cooking the way that I learned to cook growing up and eating the foods that I've been eating all my life. So now we'll be in the kitchen together experimenting and learning different recipes and different things that I experiment with off camera. Once I perfect it to a taste that I absolutely love, I'll be bringing some recipes and some tutorials on those type of dishes as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. I have a few people who have already spoke into my life, a cooking channel. So this may be the start of something big. Who knows? I don't know. But I want to share anything that I have that could potentially help you. I want to share those things with you. So that's what this channel will be about. Also, I'll be taking you guys on my shopping trips. Like when I'm going grocery hauls, the farmer's market, the Trader Joe's, you know, things like that. So that you guys can see the things that I'm using in these different dishes and, you know, where I get them from and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I need y'all to understand something about this space here, okay? This space here is a safe space for all of us, okay? This is a space where we are going to be ourselves. This is a space where we are going to live life on our terms. This is a space of no judgment. That's how I would like to keep this space, okay? So if that's not something that you're with, you might not want to be here, okay? I don't really like, no, not really. I don't like negativity. I'm a positive person in all aspects of life. I love positivity and good energy, So if you're bringing positivity and good energy to this space, then perfect. By all means, I love that you're here. If you're not, please exit without saying anything. Please. We'd rather you not. Okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, since we got that out of the way and we all being ourselves, let me go ahead and get this out the way right now. I love God. I absolutely love God. But I cuss. I do. I have several other platforms that I'm not able to fully be myself on. And that's not to say I'm being fake. Like, I'm being myself, but like fully being myself. So you may hear a cuss word or 5 from time to time on this channel. Okay? It is what it is. We being ourselves, right? Okay. Number 2. Sometimes you're going to see me. Sometimes you're going to see me with makeup on. And sometimes you ain't. And when you don't, just mind your business. Okay? I don't like putting on makeup all the time. I barely like putting on makeup some of the time. Okay? So that was like a new hobby, I guess, that I developed while I was recovering because I couldn't work. I couldn't touch nothing. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing. All I could do was be in the house. So I figured I'd use some of that time to read and research. And then when that got boring, because that does get boring sometimes. When that got boring, I decided to perfect my craft in makeup. And I did really well. I'm not perfect by any means, but I do a cute little face beat from time to time. But that's not something I have time for all the time. And nor do I want to have time for it all the time. Because that's just not really my thing. Okay? To be quite honest, my thing was cosmetology. For those of you who do not know what that is, that's hairstyling. I was a stylist for 26 years. And then I decided once COVID happened that I no longer wanted to be that close to people. You'll hear me say a lot of the time that I'm deathly afraid of humans right now. After my scare, I'm deathly afraid of humans. Before my scare, I was very, very cautious. But now, I don't want to be that close to nobody. So I closed my salon down and I decided to retire from hairstyling. I then decided that I needed a change for myself as well. So I didn't want to do my hair either. Just like I didn't want to do nobody else's hair in the midst of a pandemic and we ain't going nowhere. So I decided to shave my hair off, girl. Haircut is tomorrow. Haircut day is tomorrow. But I decided to shave my hair off. Because again, we are living life free. Okay? Number 3. There are going to be some things that I do on my channel that you may not necessarily agree with, nor do you do them the same as I do them. That is okay as well. It's no need for us to have a huge discussion about something that we're both right about, because if you do it your way, you right. If I do it my way, I'm right. We do it our own ways. As the saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? So it's okay if you do something different than I do it. I'm just here to show you how I do what I do when I do what I do. Okay? That was so stupid and corny. Okay. Anyway, I'm just here to show you how I do what I do. And prayerfully, I help someone. Prayerfully, it's just what somebody needed in order to achieve whatever it is that they were looking to achieve with watching the videos on my channel. And last but not least, number 4, I am not an editor by any means. So it ain't gonna be a whole lot of fancy edits on my videos, okay? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna get better over time. But to begin with, there's gonna be very minimal editing, which kind of makes for good comedy. But minimal edits and good content, okay? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy my channel. I've already thought about calling y'all free spirits. So y'all are my free spirit family, okay? Because we are living life free with your girl Phree. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, free spirits. Ah! Super excited about this project. It's not a project. What project? I spent 6 I'm saying that, and I said what I said. I'm not gonna put all that. You see that? Oh, you can see this and this. Oh, fix it, Jesus.